I'm going to be so vulnerable in this video, so stick around to the end. Everything I'm going to say in this video is straight from my heart and my head. There's no scripting, there's nothing, just me pouring out whatever I feel about this whole topic. I used to wait for permission, wait for validation, wait for the right time. I would have ideas, dreams, plans, but I kept on waiting for someone to tell me it's okay to move until I was ready. But in reality, in the real sense, in this real world, no one is going to tell you it's time. No one is going to tell you that, oh, this is the right time to do this. No one is going to tell you this is the right time to do that. No one was going to show up and hand me the life I wanted. And just one day, it hits me that I'm already a big girl now, and if I don't choose myself, who will? This video is about the shift. The moment I stopped asking for permission and started acting like the main character in my own life. Because growing up isn't just about age, it is realizing that the only approval you really need is your own. When I'm talking about seeking permission, I don't mean the regular African home permission that maybe you want to go out or you want to do something, you're asking permission from your parents. Not that type of permission. When I'm saying seeking permission, I mean seeking permission to live your life. I would say I never really lived life on my own terms, because growing up, I literally had everything there for me. There were people to make decisions for me, there were people to do this for me, people to do that for me. Everything I wanted was given to me. There was no cause of actually going outside my comfort zone, if you understand. There was no any reason to, leave the comfort I was in. I had elder sisters, I had aunties, I had my mom, I had my dad. I'm literally the last girl before my brother, so it was like everything I wanted was at home. So there was no any cause for me to say, oh my god, I want to do this, I want to do that. It started to affect me the moment I realized that I couldn't make certain decisions by myself. I always had to ask mommy, ask daddy, ask my sister, ask this before I could make certain decisions by myself. And I'm not about to live that kind of lifestyle where I can't make decisions for myself, because I used to be pampered at home, not like pampered in a spoiled way, pampered that I literally wouldn't do like major things at home. I did not know how to actually take charge of my life. If I'm being honest, I started learning to take charge of my life recently. Just like I said earlier, the moment I realized that I couldn't make certain decisions by myself because I was still viewed as the small girl that I was in my house. Every time I tried to make a certain decision, it's always like, she's still a small girl, she's still a small girl, she's still a small girl. And it always gets me because, bro, I'm a big girl. I should be able to take certain decisions for myself. Yes, there are times that you have to, follow the lane of the elders and listen to them and everything, but there are still minor decisions you have to make by yourself. There are still minor things you have to take into your hands. For instance, your life, like you are the driver, you are the one that is controlling the steering wheel, trying to live life on my own terms, taking decisions that are going to better my life. I had to learn that they're not going to be there every time. They don't know the path I want to follow, except I tell them. There are so many things I would want to do in my life that I would just keep waiting for the right time. But the moment I clocked that there was not going to be any right time, I have experienced delay. I have experienced the pain of regret. I have experienced the pain of discipline, and I will choose the pain of discipline over and over again. You can get what you want by being disciplined, but you can't get what you want by living in regret. Everything I said I was going to do while waiting for the right time, I will end up regretting not doing it. I will end up feeling like I should be doing enough. And I'm saying it just, how we set New Year goals. Oh, I want to do this year, I want to do that this year. Then the entire year passes by without you doing anything. Then at the end of the year, in December, you just start, reflecting back on how the year was, and you just find out that you didn't do anything with your life. You didn't even do the things you wanted to do, and you feel this feeling of regret. You feel this feeling of, I wish I did. Then in January, you will come, you will write the goals you want to write, you will write the things you want to do. Just write everything down in January and go about the same year doing nothing. Go about the same year probably procrastinating, probably waiting for the right time that would never come. I just see time waits for no man. Literally, the moment I learned that time doesn't wait for no man is the moment I started living for myself. The moment I stopped taking permission to do certain things that I wanted to do. Like, how do I make you understand that literally time waits for no man? There are so many experiences to this, but maybe everybody would have had their own piece of cake, but I've had mine and it's pretty interesting. This is May, like this is literally May. I remember when we started 2025, it was just literally yesterday. January has passed, February has passed, March has passed, April has passed. Like, this is the freaking 5th month that has passed in 2025. That was started when a few days ago, last week. 2025, I just started like, bro, Time usually wait for no man. So that thing that you said you wanted to do, if you don't end up doing it, you see the way time is going, it will continue to go. You see, like, I'm going to continue preaching this. You don't need permission. You don't need to seek permission to do the things you want to do. So long it is not bad thing. So long you are not, making somebody cry somewhere. So long you're not, yeah. So doing the thing that is going to better your life, doing the thing that if you know that if you put in dedication, if you put in work in this thing, it's going to make your life, amazing. There's certain things you need to sacrifice in the process of doing this thing. There's certain things you need to, put aside. First of all, it is fear, the fear of the unknown. What are you afraid of? Like, literally, what are you afraid of? You're afraid of what people will say. Even if they talk, what are you going to gain from that discussion or from whatever they like? I posted this on my TikTok, the fear of being cringe, fear of being perceived, fear of being whatever you are afraid of, and it's very valid. I said it on my TikTok that it's very valid. The fear is very, very valid. Before I started posting on my TikTok, I used to be afraid to put myself out there. I used to seek permission to do this thing. I'm like, I want someone to tell me, oh my god, you can, we like all this, ginger kind of thing. You can do it, go and do it, go and do it, go and do it. Oh, people are, all these things are not going to do anything. If you keep watching motivational videos, keep reading motivational books, this thing is just going to make you have the feeling of motivation for a very short period of time. You're not going to feel motivated forever. You're not going to feel, you might not want to even do the thing after like a few weeks of doing the thing, after doing it for the sake of motivation. That is why you have to build in systems, build in discipline, build in, like, bro, you have to be shameless. Basically, you have to be shameless about what you're trying. If you're trying to better your life, you have to be shameless. You have to put your ego aside. You have to stop seeking validation. That is the thing. We have to stop seeking validation from people that do not even care about us. What would the next person say? What would person B say? What would person Z say? They don't care about you, man. Like, for real, they don't care about you. They don't care about what you want to do with your life. You yourself. How many people do you go about thinking in a day what this person is doing in their life? Probably little to none. You don't really think about, oh my god, I saw this person. This person is trying to do this with her life. This person tries to do that with her life. That's so disgusting. That's so cringe. No. Then the moment you try to, stop yourself from doing the thing you want to do, because in your head somebody is probably thinking some sort of thing that you don't want them to think. That is where the problem is at. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to save me. The moment you realize that your life is in your hands is the moment you start taking it very seriously. The moment you realize that you are free. Freedom is scary. Freedom is very scary, but it is powerful. It's just like when we're finishing school, they said the good part is you are done, the worst part is you are done. Like, literally, freedom is just like that. It is scary, but it is powerful. It's like I've gotten to this point where I tell myself nobody was going to tell me what to do. Literally, I'm at this point in my life where I can literally live my life anyhow I want to live it, and it depends on how I live it that's going to shape my future. Nobody's going to say, Jessica, wake up by this time, go work out, go have breakfast, focus on your work, learn skills. No, like, nobody's going to, I mean, they might tell you do that thing, but they won't force you to do this thing. And that is where you have to realize that you are in control of your life. The moment you are whiling away time, the moment you are, living life for others, living life for social media, oh my god, the moment you start doing this thing, you start to lose touch of yourself. Let me even talk about comparison. When comparison starts to come in place, comparison starts to come in place when you just feel like you're not doing enough. And the feeling of not doing enough is when you start to compare it with somebody else. It's very okay to not feel like you're not doing enough. It is human bound, but it doesn't mean you should dwell on that thought. You can do better. Yes, you can do better. You're putting in so much effort. Nothing is showing up for it. We've been there. We're still even here. I'm still there putting in effort. And although I wouldn't say nothing is showing for it, because I know that stacking evidences. The reason why I'm still showing up regardless of anything is because I'm stacking evidences. I'm stacking evidences for when I get better in the future. If anybody comes across this video and they'll just know that you did not fall from the sky. They saw the growth, they saw the progress, they saw the effort you put in. All the things I'm doing are just stacking of evidences. You have to stack evidences. You cannot just come out and be who you want to be just like that. It doesn't happen that way. I don't think it has happened that way for anybody, except you are maybe from what's the name? You are from wealth, people that have read. you have to pay the dues, and maybe your parents have paid the dues before, maybe your past generations have paid the dues, somebody has paid the dues, and if nobody has paid the dues, you will be the one to pay the dues. There's nothing good that people have right now that wasn't struggled for. If you're not the one that struggled for it, your parents probably struggled for it, and if you're trying to start life from scratch, you're literally building from scratch. You have to pay your dues, you have to keep the late night, you have to work on yourself, you have to focus on yourself. And for the time that you're starting from scratch and you keep waiting for permission, you keep waiting to, you keep waiting for people to validate whatever you want to do, then there is a problem. There is a very huge problem. I watched a creator's video on TikTok, and he said that if your father's name cannot open doors for you, you're not going to walk into a room and say, I'm the daughter of so person, I'm the son of so person. If you cannot do that, and they will be like, oh my god, come in, come in, can't afford to be normal. You can't afford to do normal things. You can't afford to just live your life like you are just, you know, success is not going to fall like manna from heaven. You have to work for it. And there is no two ways about it. There is no shortcut. If you try to use a shortcut, you're going to get fast success, and you're going to go back to where you are faster than you imagined. If your father's name or your mother's name cannot open doors for you, your name should be able to open doors for you if you work hard for it. You cannot afford to just sit in your house and do nothing about your life. You are responsible for your own life. You are responsible for your own choices. You don't want to wake up when you're 50 and just be thinking, oh my god, I wish I did this. I wish I took my life more seriously. I wish I went out more. I wish I learned that skill. You don't want to get to 50 and start thinking of, what if I did this? What if I did that? Please do it now. I might not be where I want to. I'm not even half of where I want to be. I'm still in the process of growing. I don't have life figured out right now. Matter of fact, I'm done with school with no job. I'm currently waiting NYC though, but like no job, nothing. Just me trying to figure out my life, learning skills, trying to monetize it, and of course, I cannot just keep staying at home complaining about, oh, my life is not this way, my life is not that way, without actively trying to change it. I cannot just sit at home and start thinking how my life is so miserable, how I don't have a job, I don't have any source of income right now, because I'm still trying to build myself. I'm still trying to be the best version of myself. I'm still trying to gain financial independence, and I'm not going to do it by just thinking about it. You're not going to do that thing you want to do by thinking about doing the thing you want to do. You're not going to write that book by thinking about writing the book. You're not going to start creating content by thinking about you wanting to be a content creator. The thoughts are good, but I've thought for the longest time, and guess what? Thinking did not pay me shit. I've been thinking, oh my god, I want to be a YouTuber for the past 5 years. Did I be a YouTuber? No. But the moment I brought up my camera last year to start recording videos, I was a YouTuber. I did not become a YouTuber by thinking I want to become a YouTuber. I did not start posting on TikTok by just thinking I want to start posting on TikTok. I did it. Same way you cannot do the thing you want to do by just thinking about doing the thing you want to do. You need to stop seeking permission. You need to stop asking for permission, whether from strangers, whether from your family, whether from friends. You need to stop asking for permission and actually take the steering of your car. Your life is the car at this moment, and you have to be the driver. You have to handle it with care. Nobody's going to drive your car the same way you drive it. Think about it. When you have a car and you want to borrow somebody, there's this sort of feeling you have that, they're not gonna crash my car. There is no amount of cars you would have that if you borrow somebody your own car, you will not still feel some type of, be careful. Even if you don't want to put it out like, no, don't crash my car, you will say to the person, oh, please be careful, that type of thing. Why don't you handle your life like that? You cannot give the steering to another person. They're going to just drive it anyhow they want to, not how you want to. Not how you want to. There are certain things I want to do in my life that I know that if I tell the next person, they're going to be like, okay, no problem, we can help you with this, help me with that. But they cannot do it the way I want to do it. They cannot get it the way I want to do it. And it's fine, because they have their own things going on in their life that I can't do for them too. Yes, you can give advices, you can take advices, you can watch motivational videos from morning till night. They're going to keep you motivated, but will they do the work for you? No. We need to learn to trust our instincts even when we are scared. We need to learn to do things regardless of what others think. I'm so heavy on that because I've always won for do what you want to do shamelessly, regardless. They will catch up. They will catch up. And I know that fear of being seen trying to be this or trying to be that, especially when it's public. It is scary. It is embarrassing. But you have to pass. These are the sacrifices you have to pass through. There are things that you want to do in your life that is going to be embarrassing, but embarrassment is the cost entry to success. You have to be willing to be embarrassed. You have to be willing to fail. You have to be willing to be bad at what you do. You have to be willing to be bad at what you do. You have to be willing to be bad at what you do before you can get good. Did you see the way I repeated that 3 times? You have to be willing to fail. Because you're not going to succeed if you have not failed. Just like you and I will not take advices from somebody that has not probably done the thing we want to do. But for them to do the thing they want, you would have tried and tried and tried and tried. Me talking to the camera, it is not a one-time thing. It was constant practice. Me knowing what to say, me talking to the camera, me being bold on camera. There are times where I had to stutter. Even I still stutter. I still have to cut and refilm. You can't be perfect. You can't expect to come to the camera and talk freely when you've not even practiced, when you've not even done 1 or 2 videos. You want to be a YouTuber, but you've not recorded yourself talking. You've not recorded anything, but you just want to be a YouTuber in your head. It doesn't make sense. And I'll just keep saying it. You don't need to ask for permission. Be your own permission. Be your own permission. Tell yourself that this year is the year you're going to do things differently. Like, I'm super proud of myself, even though I'm not half of where I want to. I'm not even quarter of where I envisioned myself to be. But I'm taking baby steps. I'm taking baby steps on the path I'm going. And it's good for the path to change. It's like, it is fine. You don't have to stick to doing one thing forever. If you do some things and you feel like, oh, you want to divert, you want to do another thing, it is fine. We are humans. We're not, I mean, they say we live every day, or they say we die. How do they even put this thing? You only live once, but actually we live every day. You have every day to you have every day to literally take chances, every day to take risk, calculated risk, every day to take risk, every day to take chances, every day to become a better person. So why would you want to be stuck on who you were? I still can't wrap my head around the fact that I could have been better than where I am today if I had started earlier, if I had stopped seeking permission to do the things I want to do. But it's not too late. It's never too late. You can decide to change your life at any age. Doesn't matter if you're 25, if you're 22, if you're 30, if you're 40. If you decide to take a different path, it is fine. You don't owe anybody anything. At the end of the day, everybody's still going to die and leave the world. So why don't you leave the world happy? Why don't you leave the world without regret? Why don't you leave the world knowing that you did the things you want to do? God forbid I ever leave this world and I'm in regret. God forbid I end this year and I'm in regret. The past years, I've always been ending it with, oh my God, I wish I did this. Oh my God, I wish I did that. But this year is going to be different. I just know it. I had those feelings since last year. Like, this year cannot be normal. From me, it cannot be normal. I don't know how people see their years. I don't know how people vision their things. But I've had this feeling that this year cannot be normal year. It cannot be a normal year for me at all. There's no way. There's no way this year is going to be a repeated cycle from how I've been living my former years. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. I'm taking the steering and I can't drive my car anyhow now. Of course, I want to protect it. I don't want any scratches. But there's going to be some scratches. You're going to make mistakes. You have to embrace mistakes. You have to. You are bound to make mistakes. I'm bound to make mistakes. Heck, I've made mistakes, so many mistakes, and I'm still going to make mistakes. You have to be open to mistakes. You have to embrace mistakes because that is where you learn. That is where you learn. That's the period. That's the phase. You learn a lot of things, but you cannot learn if you don't start. You cannot learn if you don't start. You cannot learn if you don't start. You don't need anybody's permission. You don't need the right time because there's no right time to do anything. You can take this from me and from anybody that you've heard this from. You can do anything at any time. There is no right time to do anything. If you keep thinking that there is a right time to do something, I don't know what to say to you again, because to be very honest, there is no right time to do anything. You don't have to do it now or you do it later. But the fun part is that time will not wait for you. The world will not wait for you. So if you keep procrastinating that thing that you want to do because it's not the right time, my dear, everybody else will do what they want to do. And you just keep waiting for the right time, which will never come. The right time is the time you decide is right, which can be now. The right time is the time you decide that, oh, this is when I want to do this thing. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. It has to be now. It has to be now. It has to be. I cannot end this year the same. I'm going to come back to this video and I'm going to tell myself that I told myself I cannot end this year the same. It's not possible. With all the effort I'm putting in, all the work I'm putting in, there is no freaking way I can end this year the same. The universe is going to reward my efforts. God is going to reward my efforts. I just know that, like, it's something that I have felt, something that I'm still feeling that there's no way I'm ending this year the same. I'm not even talking about numerical aspect or anything. I'm talking about my life in general. There's no way I can remain the same. I'm a very optimistic person when it comes to my life. I know that there is more. There is more to do. There is more to experience. There's more things to learn. Why would I settle? Why would I settle for less? There is no freaking way I'm going to settle for less for my own life. The life that I'm going to like that. There is no freaking way. No freaking way. People are out there living their best life. Why can't you live your best life too? Why can't I live my best life too? You want to be in the room sulking over, oh my god, I have a terrible life. Oh my god, people are doing this. People are doing what? Do your own freaking thing. Do your own freaking thing. Comparison is going to be the end of a lot of people. Comparison is going to be the end of a lot of people. You don't take charge of your life. You keep comparing yourself. Like, what do you want? Like, literally, what do you want? I just want you to know that life is not going to wait for you, and you shouldn't wait for life either. Do the things you want to do. You're a big girl. You're a big boy. Act like it. Oh my god, I just feel like I was just shouting at you guys. I'm so sorry, but I had to just say these things. I had to just, let it go off my chest. And you probably picked a thing or two from here. And if you didn't pick anything, which I highly doubt, if you didn't pick anything, just know that you should stop seeking permission. You should stop asking for permission. You should stop waiting for permission. Do the things you want to do. They will catch up. Do the things you want to do. They will catch up. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a huge thumbs up, comment, like, and share. Share to everybody literally on your contact list on Instagram, TikTok. Everybody share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.